All right, what up, fam? So in this video, I'm going to share with you whether you're looking to close your first deal or you're trying to scale to one wholesale deal a month. This video is for you. I'm going to break down from the freeway to the payway on actually how to do this, okay, and how I would do it if I was to start all over again. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kong, also known as King Kong. I've been a real estate investor for 15 years. We've been virtually wholesaling for the past 7+ years, and right now we're wholesaling nationwide in 20-something different market. Okay, so let me show with you how to do it. So let me hit go live. Okay, so there's the freeway. Okay, so there's the freeway, and then there is a payway. Okay, so let me get green here, green for payway. Okay, so there's the freeway and there's the payway. Okay, so if you're starting out, obviously, if you don't have a whole lot of capital, then you're probably going to lean more towards the freeway. And what is the freeway? The freeway is a D for D, okay, which is driving for dollars. So what you want to do is you want to find an old neighborhood that you can target, and then you just drive. Okay, so D for D is the freeway. But if you want to see any types of results from driving for dollars, you need to collect 10 to 20 rundown houses per day if you want to see any results. Not one, not two, but 10 to 20. Okay? The next way is through a realtor. Okay? So through connecting and networking with real estate agent. Okay? So I'm sharing with the freeway to start generating leads. Okay? So you got to network and connect with real estate agent, okay? So when you reach out to them, you do not say that you are a wholesaler, okay? But you let them know that you and your partner are looking to buy, fix, and flip some property in the area and would love to buy any deals that they got, whether it's on market or off market deal. You love to buy from them and let them know that you're not a real estate agent. You do not want any part of the commission. They can keep it all. You just want the deal. Why do you say that? The reason you say that is because every real estate agent that's going to work with you, they'll be like, well, why would I work with Kong when I can work with Bob? So when you tell the real estate agent that, hey, if you work with me, I don't want your commission. You keep it all, right? I just want the deal. So when they bring it to you, they'll be like, yeah, instead of making 2.5% commission, maybe I'll keep all 5 or 6%. So they basically get to double, okay? So real estate agent, okay? The next one is Frisbee, for sale by owner, okay? So I'm sharing with you all the freeway to generate leads, okay? Frisbee or Zillow, okay? Frisbee or Zillow. And we all know for sale by owner, okay? Next one, so we got D for D, we got real estate agent, we got Frisbee, we got Zillow. I guess the next one that you can do is just network. Okay? Network. What is networking means is that you just need to talk to everybody that you come across. Let them know that you're a real estate investor, that you're looking to buy houses. But obviously, we do not buy them. But we do not say that we're a wholesaler because nobody understands what that is. And it comes off as a scam. So when you talk to people, you just position yourself that you are a flipper. You buy, fix, and flip property in the area. Okay? So networking. Talk to as many people as you possibly can. Let everybody knows what you do. Because if they don't know what you do, they can't do business with you. So now we're talking about marketing. So the freeway takes a lot of your time. Okay? So talk to people. Okay, networking. Okay, the next one is Craigslist. So if you go on Craigslist, you can type in, you can literally go on Craigslist and you can find people who list their property on Craigslist for sale, just like they listed on for sale by owner or just like they listed on Zillow. But Craigslist is the other options to do it. Okay, so Craigslist. So these are all the freeway for you to be able to generate leads and hopefully that you can get a deal from this. Now, this takes work and it takes time. The freeway is always the hardest way to do it. The next one is, I almost forgot, but it's cold calling. Okay. Now, for me, cold calling is exhausting and you will burn out fast. Once again, the freeway requires a lot of your time. You're trading your time for the money because you don't have any capital to invest, to use. I'll show you the payway. But cold calling, so now for you to cold call, you don't just open the phone book and that's calling people. So where do we get our list from, right? Our motivated seller list, so we can call. Here's the software, okay, that I use, that we're using right now. Is called kingdata.ai, okay? And it is so easy. You can literally sign up, get on there. It's going to cost you money, okay? And dude, if you can't come up with $149 to get on here and get a list, maybe this is not for you. I'm telling you right now, dude. Like, if you know that this software, right, is the thing that you need to actually get your first deal done through the freeway, and you can't come up with $149 a month, then it's not for you. You don't have what it takes. I'll just be honest, dude, because I can literally go down to the homeless and they'll have $149. Okay. So, but because you need some kind of a software to get your list if you're going to cold call. The cool thing about this software is that you don't have to pay for skip tracing. It comes with it. So once you go on there, dude, you can pull any list. Pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, tax delinquents, people who vacant property, vacant property, and so many other lists. There's over 17 different motivated seller lists that you can literally go on and then pull. And then obviously it also comes with their phone number and their email. So you can call them, you can text them. Okay. And if you don't have a whole lot of capital, dude, it's just going to be straight from your phone. You're not going to have any dialer. Okay. So it's going to be straight from your phone. It's going to be a grind. Okay, when you don't have the money, dude, it's going to be a grind. But I can tell you, dude, cold calling, dude, it's free, it's cheap. You can do it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the payway. Now, if you have the money, the payway is the way to go. Like, if you have the capital to invest, I would have not do this, I won't do this, I won't do this, I won't do this, I won't do this, none of this. And I almost forgot the last one because I don't like door knocking. I don't even know who still door knock, man. This is the most waste of time ever. Door knocking. But anyways, this is like the old school. Dude, you got to be born in the 70s, man, to be continue door knocking for real estate. Okay? Now, I know some of you sell solar or other stuff, then yes, do what you do, dude. But for real estate, dude, forget it, okay? Now, let's talk about the payway, okay? So I'm going to share with you some different ways, right, the payway to get leads into your pipeline. Now, this does not require your time because you're leveraging your money, right, to buy the time. So if you got the money, a lot of you will do what's called PPL. If you don't know what PPL is, it stands for pay per lead. So there are companies out there, okay? So there are companies out there that will spend their money on marketing, and they'll get all the leads come into their, basically their platform, and then they will sell the leads to you at a certain cost. Okay, so pay per lead, and so which means the seller already opt in. They already like fill out the form, write all the information, and then they submit it to this company, and this company sell the information to you. You go there and you buy it. Now, the problem with PPL is that you're going to be buying the exact same leads as hundreds or even thousands of other people. So that lead, it's going to be sold to me, to you, to Bob, to Tucson, to whoever it is, right? So basically, you're getting sloppy second, you're getting sloppy 100. Okay? But PPL is if you got the money, you want to go pay per lead, PPL. Next one is called PPC, which is pay per click, right? So basically, these are the people who run their sites, right, and get pay per click, right, on Google. Boom, 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 right? So PPC, now this takes time for it to actually work. What I've noticed that it takes between 3 to 6 months for it to actually kick in and actually work. Okay? For you to actually see any results from PPC, pay per click. So this way, it worked, it's hard, and you need at least a good 3 to 6 month budgeting, right? Like I don't think you're gonna see results in a month or two. Like it takes time. Okay? So PPC, so it can get very costly. Okay? Next one is direct mail. Now this works really, really well if you know what you're doing. But direct mail can also be very expensive. So you can send them letters or postcard. Now every letters that you sent, there's a company that does it, right? That you can send out. Literally, you go on there, just a few clicks, and you can do it through this software called kingdata.ai. And every letter you send out, it's going to cost you about $1.20 or so. And a postcard is going to cost you about 50 cents or so. Okay? So depending on your budget. So when it comes to direct mail, what we do is that we pull the list from King Data, right? And then we mail to that specific list. So that way you're not blank marketing everybody. Because if you're just sending it to everybody in your city, dude, you're going to be burning out. You're going to burn 10, 20,000 just like that. So what we do is we go to the software, right? And then we list stack. And what I mean by list stacking is that we want to make sure that anyone that's on the list have multiple different pain points. So maybe the property is vacant and they're also in tax delinquents, right? So there's two motivation there. So we want to make sure that we narrow that list down so there's a lot of pain. So that way we make sure that we spend our money wisely because it gets very expensive with direct mail. And I suggest if you're going to do direct mail, the most effective way to do it that I teach all of my students to do, and they're getting results. The key with direct mail is you don't want to be like everybody else, right? It doesn't matter what you write on the inside, right? Whatever, like the letter that you have on the inside, it doesn't matter if they don't open it. True or false? Comment in the chat, let me know. True or false? It doesn't matter what you write, dude. You can write the best poem, right? The most catchy, right? But if they don't open it, they ain't gonna see it. So which means how do you get your open rate to be high? To catch their attention. So how I teach my students to do is actually you want to handwrite the envelope. So you can print off the computer, right? So inside it could be computer printed. So it'll be the exact same genetic letters that you sent to everybody, right? But the envelope, you got to be able to sit there and then handwrite, or you can hire your niece, your kids, your nephew, whoever it is that has time, and then you pay them like $20 or so, right? So they got to sit there and they got to handwrite every single envelope. Why? Because for me, I don't know about you, but if I get something in the mail and it looks like it's a marketing piece, I don't even open it. Trash, 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 right? But if I see somebody, oh wait, this looks like it's handwritten, so it's like, wait, do I know this person? So I'm curious, so I would open it. So that's how you get your open rate up, my friend. And that's how we closed on a deal from direct mail that we made $30,000 on. $30,000 from a letter. Okay? So direct mail. Last but not least, that I think right now the most effective and the cheapest. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot, left out. It's SMS. Text blast. Okay? Before I go to the final one, it's text blast. Right? Text blast is cheap. Right? It's cheap. I think it's more effective than cold calling. the thing with cold calling, I know a lot of you cold call. Who in here, who's on this live, that is actually cold calling to generate leads? I want to know. And how many hours are you cold calling per day? And I'll tell you, dude, cold calling, if you're still teaching that strategy, is because you don't know of a better strategy to actually get results. You see, cold calling doesn't work as good as it used to because, dude, people are now, with all the software, with all the updates, with all the rules and the regulation, with these new iPhone that comes out, dude, any numbers that goes in is just block, block, block. It goes straight to spam. Nobody's even pick up the number they don't know. And their phone doesn't even ring. It goes straight to spam, right? And so that's why cold calling just doesn't work, and it's not as effective anymore, okay? And most of the time, people get burned out from cold calling before they even get a deal done. Emily said me, and it's about 7 hours from my VA. 5952, I'm going to change the game for you. For those of you who's watching this, and you're tired of cold calling, whether it's you or a VA, and you're not getting the results that you want, maybe you're not closing consistent deal because it's unpredictable. I'll share with you a better way that you can, it's predictable. Right now, we got 7+ deal under contract. I mean, I am in 20-something different market, and I only work 1 to 2 hours a day. And I'm going to show you how that is possible. And this is going to be the biggest game changer, and it's going to make the most impact in your business. 5952, are you ready? I think it's Gene. So if you're cold calling, you're tired of it, and it's not getting you the results you want, I'm going to share with you the biggest game changer of all time, okay? So hang tight. So SMS text blast does work. It's cheap, okay, but still. So these are all the payway. Finally, I want to share with you the one that is actually getting us the best results right now, and our cost per lead is cheaper than any of these, and you get instant results. When I say instant, I get students that are getting 1 to 5 leads a day. And that, my friend, is Facebook ads, okay? That's Facebook ads, okay? And my students, they're spending between $5 to $50 a day. And they're getting 1 to 5 leads. So imagine this. Imagine if, Gene, imagine this, Gene. Imagine if you don't have your VA cold call anymore. How much do you pay for your VA, Gene? Not only that, I sent you on IG recording of my, oh, yes, Amelia, okay, yes, I remember now. So imagine how much money you save from that. You take that and you put it into your ads. And imagine every day that you wake up, your phone is blowing up with blowing up with leads who's like, hey, I saw your ads, I'm ready to sell, right? Hey, here's all my information, boom, make me an offer. So imagine you just wake up and now you got 2 leads, 3 leads, 5 leads that are like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And then you just go through them, right? I'll share with you the next move to do it, okay? This is going to make you, the way that I'm about to share with you to systemize your business, to get the deal flow coming in, but you don't even do the work. Man, this is the biggest game changer. And I'm going to show you how you can just work 1 to 2 hours, and you're going to have so much free time where you're going to be able to work on your business instead of in your business, and you get so much free time to do the things that you wanted to do now. Okay? So check this out. So Facebook ads coming in, right? That's good. To me, we get students who get leads within a few days of launching their ads. Within a few days of launching their ads. We have one student, her name is Alyssa. When she have done a few deals already, so when she joined the academy, her way of generating leads was cold calling. Or cold calling and trying for dollar. And she's burning out. She also has a full-time job, right? So she's burning out. And she's like, Colin, it's not consistent, right? And she's like, so she went in And her whole thing is like, she's really good on the phone. Like this girl is a closer. Like she's good, excelente on the phone. But she just needs to talk to qualified leads. So when she jumped onto my academy, we got her a Facebook ad set up and she was spending, I think, like $10 or $20 a day. She currently has 5 property under contract, closer deal, 1 deal already, 5 property under contract. And she said, Kong, I have to stop my Facebook ads. Whatever I wished for came true. And it's just too much for me, right? And that's a good problem to have, right? Caden said, I did 1K in Facebook ads last month and didn't get anything. That's correct, because you're doing it all wrong. I'll explain to you, right? So dude, you're doing it all wrong. And let me tell you why I know this. Because when we did it, so okay. If you don't do it right, Facebook ads is like a black hole. I'm telling you right now. You don't know how to do it right. Facebook ads is like a black hole. It'll suck all your money and you walk away just like Caden. No money. You walk away. You get bad deal and those deal doesn't produce you profit. So when it comes to Facebook ads, right? So we're talking about the payway, right? So when it comes to Facebook ads, if I were you, there's 3 ways to do this. Okay? One is you hire someone that knows about Facebook ads, but here's what they're going to charge you. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. We've done all of this. So either you hire someone, you pay them $10,000 up front. They'll do all the work for you, right? But you don't own the knowledge. They'll do it for you, but you don't know how to. So which means you're going to depend on them. That's why they're going to charge you another $2,500 a month to run it for you. Okay? And then Caden, your way is, I don't know which way, but your way is that you do it yourself, which means you're going to go through the cost of time and trial and error. And that's what we did. So we did both. We hired this guy, spent $20,000. The guy didn't even produce us any results, man, because he has so many other clients that he's working on, but he has no time to pay attention on he doesn't know what to tweak. He's so focused on somebody else, man. The problem with a lot of these guys is that they bring on so many clients that they need to take care of their existing clients. But anyways, dude, that way we didn't work. We're like, okay, we depend on this guy. He produced no result. What a waste of money. So Lon's like, dude, I'm going to figure this shit out. Right? So Lon went through the trial and error, spent a lot of money. She tried to figure it out herself, right? A lot of money, a lot of time. And then she's starting to figure it out. Our first few months, we're just losing money. And then she hires somebody, right, to work with her on it. And then I think we have cracked the code for the last couple months. We finally cracked the code. And I think right now we have master Facebook ads. Master it. And that's why our students are getting so many results. So the first way, pay somebody. Next one, you're trying to go through the trial and error and figure it out yourself. Finally, the third way, and if I were you, and I'm not saying this to sell you, but I am serious, is come and join me. So instead of giving you a fish and controlling your leads, I'm going to show you how to fish, which means you don't have to be tech savvy. Most of my students do having a hard time sending email through DocuSign. But we have live class that we can show you exactly how to get your Facebook ads set up, run, manage instantly. So which means no trial and error that you have to go to. And we're going to show you what is actually working. So all the ads that we run, we're going to show you what's working, and you can use the exact same ads and just replace it with your phone number in whatever market you want to go into. Okay? But we're going to help you, man, so you don't have to go through the trial and the error. We're going to teach you how to fish so you can control the leads. You can turn on and off whenever you want. You can go to whichever market you want. You can budget however much money you got, man, and how much you want to spend. You can do it. Okay, so that's it. So that's the third way to do it to save you the cost. And come and join me, man. I'll show you how to fish. So for those of you who's interested in that, here's your opportunity. Actually, you know what? I think that you should text Angie. Okay. Shoot. Hold on a second on it. Okay. I think you should text Angie. Let me get Angie to give her phone number really quick here. Hold on a second. Don't blow her phone up. Okay. Angie, what is your, oh my God. What is your number so they can text for Facebook Ads Academy? Okay. I'm going to wait for Angie to reply. Man, I'm just typing a bunch of junk here, but she'll get it. She'll understand what I mean. Okay. Okay. So I'll wait to hear back from Angie, and I'll drop Angie's phone number in here so you guys can reach out to her instantly, and she can get you guys taken care of. Okay. So as far as in Facebook ads, okay. So the next thing, okay. So here's the important thing. Okay. Gene, here's what you've been waiting for. Okay, let me share this with you. Okay, Lawn is a badass. She truly is, man. That girl's a beat. She's like, you know how Layla Hamosi? Well, I mean, like Lawn is not at that level, but I mean, she's at a smaller level. But yeah, she's like Layla. She comes in and she just crushed the business. If you're on Instagram, okay, just DM me Facebook ads, and then I'll send it to you. But as far as everybody else, man, I got to get off TikTok so I can call Angie and get her number. Okay, TikTok, gotta let you go. Okay, hold on a second. Let me call Angie here so I can get her number really quick here. I think she sent it to me already, but okay. Now, let me talk about the next thing. The next thing is, now that you got all these leads comes in, here's what you need to do. A lot of you, dude, you need to have a good CRM, right? That can keep track of all your leads. Some of you are just a mess. You're keeping on a notepad. You're like, some of you, dude, it's you're a mess. So you need a good CRM. Let me call Angie again. Okay. I need to keep her number. Okay. So you need to have a good CRM to keep track not only your seller leads, but man, you need to keep track of your cash buy. Angie, are you there? Hey, Angie. Okay, real quick, Angie. Hey, could you text me your phone number so that way, whoever it is that want to sign up for the academy, that they can get a hold of you? Okay. I'll text it. Okay. So Angie's going to text her number over. So all you need to do is text her Facebook ads, and then she'll get back to you. Okay. So now the leads start to flow in. You need to have a good CRM, okay, to keep track of all your seller leads and obviously your cash buy as well. But not just any CRM. I'm going to share with you the freeway and then the payway. So here it is. If you're on Instagram, here's her phone number. I mean, YouTube, here's her phone number. 360-429. Like, don't blow her up unless you're serious about this, okay? It's going to cost you money. So unless you're serious, please don't text Angie. That's it right there. Just text her and then she'll call you, okay? I mean, she's going to probably text you back and schedule a time or whatever it is, okay? So right there, 360-429-0245, okay? Now, let's go ahead and talk about this. So the CRM, the freeway, the free one is Podio, okay? Dude, this is when I used, when I first started my real estate career 15 years ago, and I still have it. Dude, I have stack of these notebook where I was, dude, I'm a mess. So let me share something with you, okay? I'm not an organized guy. Like, dude, I'm not organized. I'm like the most unorganized. And Lon always tells me to like organize my shit. But Lon is the organized. Lon is like, so, dude, Lon is like a neat or a clean, neat freak, super organized. But I'm so unorganized. But anyways, when I first started out, the free one, and it's still till today, you know, if you don't have any money, then it's Podio. Podio is free. for you to get your CRM and start keeping track of all your leads. Now let's talk about the payway. Dude, I'm about to blow you up, man. I'm about to blow you guys up. So the payway. Now this has not come yet. But there's a lot of company out there that you can use for a pay CRM. But we are about to launch our own CRM, and let me explain to you how crazy this is going to be for you. Dude, it's absolutely going to change the entire game. So the CRM that we're about to launch, along with Alex and my AI Alex and Brian, but I'll get into that. So the CRM here, right? All the leads that comes in through your Facebook ads, it's going to hit your CRM. The CRM that we are about to launch, dude, this is going to be one of the most badass CRM out there. And let me explain to you why that is. Most people who sell you the CRM does not do real estate, which means they probably don't know the funnel like the person who actually doing it. And that's why I know ours is going to be badass. So when the leads touch your CRM, man, so we're going to do launch, going to build where the workflow and the follow-up is all automated with AI. So the workflow and the automation with follow-up is all going to be done with AI. Now, what's cool about our CRM is that you can get rid of your dialer, D-A-I-L-E-R. So if you have a dialer that you're paying, you can get rid of it. If you have a text blast platform that you're using that you have to pay for it, the dialer is going to cost you $200 to $300 a month. Your text blast platform, whoever it is you're using, is probably going to cost you $200 to $300 a month. And then maybe you also need a website builder, right, to build your website. You can also get rid of that. What if I tell you all of that is all built into the CRM where you don't have to pay anything extra? See, dude, this is what this Lon literally took our overhead in half. She literally cut our overhead more than 50%. This chick is a beast. Now, Lon is not a tech, okay? Let's be real. She's not tech savvy. But she knows how to find the people and spend the time to build it with them. Okay? So anyways, so the CRM, so let me tell you, this is coming. Now, what's crazy about the CRM that she's building is literally when the lead comes in, you just need to click one, like you just need to sit there and click. And a lot of time, it doesn't need that. So now when the lead comes into your CRM, whether it's Podio or whether it's whatever it is that you're using, right? The next thing is who qualify these leads. This is the next thing that you need to think of. So when the lead comes in, you got your CRM set up, everything is good. Now, who qualify these leads when they come in? So let's go ahead and move to the next step. So who qualify all the leads that's going to hit your pipeline? These are really, listen, this is really, really important if you're looking to grow and scale your wholesaling operations or your real estate business to the next level without working in it. Because if you don't have this figured out, my friend, you're going to be working in it 8 hours a day. So once the lead, okay, so now we're talking about once the lead hits your CRM, who is going to be the one who qualify the leads, who talk to the seller? Is it you? Is it your VA? Or is it, your employee, which is, someone that you hire in the US? If it's you, then dude, you're not going to even have any time. All the time that you're spending to qualify the leads, all your time is going to be sucked up. Okay? And it's not just that. Maybe you also have a 9 to 5. Okay? Maybe you have a VA that does it. So to hire a VA, how much is that going to cost you a month? At least no less than $1,000. But you also got to train the VAs, right, on how to talk to them, how to qualify, what question to ask. So you also got to train your VAs. If you hire an employee, someone in the US, I don't know where you live, but that's going to cost you about $20 an hour. And you still got to train them and babysit them. Now, what if I were to tell you this? We're on TikTok still. Okay. What if I were to tell you this? What if I were to tell you that now you can replace your VA, even replace your employee with my AI, Alex. And this is how much it's going to cost you. Now, this pricing is a special pricing for the first 100 investor. And hang tight, let me explain, okay? Because I've been getting so many DMs. So my AI Alex will be the one who will qualify the lead as soon as it hits your pipeline without you knowing. So whether it comes in from SMS, whether the seller calls in or email in, doesn't matter. Or she can also respond back straight from your Facebook Messenger. Bro, dude, this is insane. So it doesn't matter if the seller comes in from SMS or whether they call in or they email, but AI Alex will respond back to them instantly. Whether they called in after 5 p.m. on a Saturday or 2 a.m. in the morning. So it doesn't matter. And when we got a lead that came in at 2 o'clock in the morning. You already know how motivated they are. And we both know that it's speed to lead. So if they reach out to you and you're not there, your team is not there to actually get them, then they're going to move on. They're going to call somebody else, but not Alex. My AI Alex, dude, she works around the clock. And this is why we're able to get rid of 3 VAs that were just not producing. We got rid of 3 of them. Don't need them anymore. Just with 1 Alex, you can replace them. So as the lead comes in, like I said, after 5, 2 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't matter what time, what day it is, Alex, dude, will qualify them and set the appointment. Her job is to filter, qualify, and set you an appointment to only talk to qualified, motivated seller. So imagine how much that time that will take off your plate. And we're not done yet. Okay? We're not done yet. So Alex, that's her job. Filter and qualify the leads. Okay? So if the seller calls in, the cool thing with Alex is that we already built the script within her. All the objection and the rebuttal that we have gathered the past 15 years, we also already built in her memories. There's no training that you have to do. She literally come ready to go on day 1 to make you money. Okay? Hold on a second. I just want to make sure here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Sorry, just got to check my message real quick here. Okay. And after this, I do have a couple seller that I got to call as well. Okay. So now that Alex comes in, filter, qualify the leads, and let's just say that leads, the seller is not motivated to sell, whatever. It's going to go into our follow-up sequence. Nothing you have to do. It goes straight into the follow-up sequence where Alex will continue to follow up with them. Now, the difference, what Lon's about to build as well, and this might come later, is that Alex will actually have a real conversation with them. But, well, okay, what I'm saying is that when the seller calls in, she's able to answer the call, talk to the seller, qualify them, right? But even after follow-up, you know how the follow-up, you have sequence where, you know, they go, whatever it is, right? They follow, like there's a sequence that they follow up by. But Lon's going to build it in where she will follow up with the seller where you don't even need the prompt. Like you don't even need to tell her what to say. She know what to say. Okay. I mean, a lot of you do. That's over the board. So once again, for those of you, we haven't released Alex and Ryan yet, but I'll share with you right now how you will be able to get early access to them. And this will only be available for the first 100 investor. And you get the special pricing along with it. But I'll share with you, okay? So Alex does come with the CRM as well. It's all built in one. Okay. So now let's talk about the next move, man. Now that you got Alex, who filter and qualify the lead for you, and I'll tell you right now, with this system, you can literally run your whole entire wholesaling operation with just you. With just you, but without you working 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day, with just you and my AI. And I will explain. For those of you who, if you're, now this is one deal a month. If you were to scale up and you were to do 3 to 5 deals a month, then all you really need is just one VA. And that VA, their job, is just very simple. But I'll get to that, okay? So now that Alex have set the appointment, okay? So let's just say all these leads that comes into your CRM, okay? You got Alex, you got my AI Alex, okay? Which is the lead manager, the appointment settler. You got the lead manager who filter and qualify all these leads. The next question is, after that, all these leads has been qualified. Now you need who is going to be the one who gets on the phone, make offer, and close the seller. Who? Once again, will it be you? Will it be a VA? Or will it be one of your U.S. employee, right? Who? Who will it be? Okay? So let me break this down for you. What if I were to tell you, once again, how much it's going to cost you to hire a VA or U.S. employee, and then the time to train them up to actually be a closer? What if I tell you that you can hire me to go onto your team? I'm being serious, but in a different way. What if you can hire me that come with 15 years of experience as a closer that you don't need to train, that you don't need to babysit? I know this is going to sound crazy, but that is where my AI Ryan comes in. So right now, my AI Ryan. So Ryan is the purchase manager. She is the AKA your closer. And I will play a phone call that she literally closed a deal yesterday. It's going to blow you away. And I know some of you might not believe this. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, either way, you're right. It's up to you, man. But I'm not here to bullshit. So right now, Alex and Ryan is currently in my business and it's working right now. We could have launched it now, but they're not ready because their CRM is not ready. But Lon feel like they're not ready. So for us, we are beta testing in our business, making sure that if there's any glitch, if anything, Lon wanted to fix it. So when she deliver them to you, they are 100%, not 60%. So for those of you who can't wait, that's okay. But she want to make sure that so she rather deliver at 100%, but will never deliver at 60%. That's how she works. But I'm telling you, dude, the wait will be so worthwhile. Okay, so AI Ryan is the purchase manager, is the closer. Her job is make the offer, close the deal. That's it. So honestly, the only thing that you have to do is the dispo. And I don't even do the dispo. I got 2 VA that does my dispo. Okay? We got 7 deals right now, 2 VA. And then have baby, oh my gosh, like, I'm not going to talk about Gina because Gina is not ready. Gina is like 4 to 5 months out. She's not ready. But now the dispo, right? I got 2 VA. So my job, honestly, every single day, I only talk to hot, qualified, motivated seller. So basically, Ryan, her job is call back all the cold and the warm lead. I only want to talk to seller who said, hey, they fill out the form and they've been qualified by Alex and the property's worth $200,000 and they want 105. That's the seller I want to talk to. So which means in a day, you won't have that many appointments. You might have one seller or two sellers that you need to talk to. Like yesterday, I only got two. Took me 30 minutes, 15 minutes per phone call. Done. Lock one seller up under contract. And Ryan took care of everything else. And she also got a property under contract. The seller that went through with Alex wanted close to retail. But Ryan, obviously, now it becomes a numbers game to her. I don't want to deal with it. Ryan gets to just call. So imagine all the leads that you currently got right now in your pipeline that most of these sellers want retail, and you'll be like, yeah, man, I don't want to waste time. Dude, put Ryan on, and Ryan can call all of them back. Now, we do not suggest that you use our AI to cold call because it's illegal, and you're going to get your account shut down, not by us, but by the platform, right? So we don't recommend, but once the lead hits your pipeline, like once they have hit your CRM, your pipeline, like they saw your ads or they calling from your website, from Google, from PPC, PPL, whatever it is, then you can call them. Then you can plug it straight into Ryan, and Ryan can call them. Which means, let's just say you purchased your lead from PPL, plug it straight into Ryan. The lead came in from PPC, plug it straight into Ryan. The lead came from direct, so if you were to go, imagine this. If you went and bought leads and you don't want to sit there and pound the phone, plug it into Ryan. You're like, hey, Ryan, today I got some money. I just got paid. I'm going to go to buy, let's say you're going to go buy 10 leads. And then you just set the date and the time for each one of us, and Ryan will auto call them and make an offer. That's how crazy this is, okay? So listen, if you're on Instagram, if you're interested in getting AI, if you're interested in becoming one of the first 100 investors to get early access to my AI, Alex and Ryan, we're 30 days away from launch date. All you need to do is DM me or comment the word AI. If you're on Instagram, I'll send you a link. If you're on YouTube, the link is in my description. And honestly, I hope that you make the cut, right? Because once we hit 100, we're going to shut it down. So I hope that you make a cut. Great. So the link is in my description, so you can go there and you can sign up. Now, it's going to cost you $500, which is deposit. You're going to deposit, right? And this $500 deposit is to secure your position, to be one of the first 100 investors to get access to it. But this $500 is refundable, which means when we launch it, we're going to send you a private link to Zoom. That's when you come in, you get to ask question, whatever it is you want, right? We're going to be on a live chat. Lon, it's going to be there, and my team is going to be there. We're going to go through the entire CRM and show you exactly how simple this CRM is, how to use it. And then we're going to show you, Alex and Ryan, how they work in your business. You get to test them. And if you're happy, you're like, oh, I'm ready to go, then we can roll the $500 deposit towards whichever plan you decided to choose. So let me go over the plan that you're going to have. Now, once again, I don't know when you're going to watch this, but if you're not one of the 100 investor, this pricing will not be available for you afterward. It'll be more, but still cheaper than you would have hired a VA. So there's going to be two different types of plan. There's going to be a starter plan that's going to only cost you only $797 a month. Dude, once again, you cannot even hire a VA for this price. You cannot even hire a part-time employee in the US for this price who already came pre-trained. You can't. And this is why I believe it's the biggest shift and game-changing for your business. So this one, you will get, obviously you get the CRM, plus you also get Alex. The next plan is called the business plan. The business plan, it comes with, obviously, the business plan will cost you $797 a month. And that will come with the CRM, plus Alex, plus Ryan. That's all you need, dude. This is your team. So you get to choose whichever plan, and that $500 deposit that you made, we're going to roll it toward whichever one you want. But let's just say you be like, Hong, I saw, dude. I don't like it, dude. Hail to the no. We'll refund you that $500 you deposit. No question asked. It's that easy. So once again, if you're on YouTube and you're like, Colin, dude, I love this, man, then the link is in my description. If you're on YouTube or you're on Instagram, DM me or comment the word AI. Now, a lot of you also ask me, so Colin, what if, can it do sub 2? Can it do creative financing? The answer is yes, but I would need you to give me your script. So if your niche was sub 2 and creative financing, then you need to give me your script or Novation, whatever it is. Give me your script, and Lauren will build it within them, and she will be able to get it to you within 24 hours. There's nothing you have to do. And for the first 100 investor, we'll also waive the $500 setup fee. After that, you got to pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, then we don't work together. It's all cool. Okay? So whatever it is that you're trying to do, doesn't matter if you're trying to do single family, multifamily, commercial, vacant land, apartment, it doesn't matter. You just need to give us the script, and then Lauren will go to work. She'll go build it. And then she'll say, hey, Alex is ready. Ryan's ready. Amelia, we want you to test her out. You get on there, you test them out. You'll be like, hey, Lauren, there's something off here. Whatever it is, she'll be like, okay, this is off. We'll fix it. Bring it back to you. They're good to go. Bam. And then obviously we'll provide you 24 customer support, 24/7 customer support, right? So any glitch or anything that comes up with the CRM, with Alex or Ryan, any issue, we'll fix it for you. No cost. Okay. What other question you guys got? Drop in the chat. Let's rock and roll. Okay. Someone comment this, and let me go ahead and respond back to this comment. I get this all the time. Baby Kangaroo. Baby Kangaroo said, we're there right now at 60%. How many people can tell it's AI? And I get pissed off and hang up. Kangaroo said, how many? Okay. So Kangaroo, okay. So basically Kangaroo said that if he hear it's an AI, he'll get mad. He'll get pissed off, right? Let me ask you this, Kangaroo. It tells me that you're not motivated, bro. I'm telling you right now. If you were to, like, listen, when you called into Bank of America, when you call into all these companies, and you need your problem to be resolved, and you got an AI on the phone that can help you, would you care if it's an AI? Get out of here, bro. Kangaroo, it means that, dude, you're not in a situation. You're not motivated. If you are, bro, when you are desperate, dude, you don't care if it's an AI or it's a BI or a ZI. You're like, hey, if you can help me solve the problem, boom. Now, let's just say you get on the phone and, okay, but also let me help you guys solve the problem. Let's just say you get on the phone and the AI said, hey, you know what, man? Let's just say the seller, be like, yeah, hey, I need to talk to human. Guess what Alex and Ryan can do? Dude, guess what Alex and Ryan can do? They can transfer the call to you or your team, whoever it is. But I can tell you right now, baby Kangaroo, we have not had any seller that is motivated and has a problem. One, they don't know it's AI. Two, like, we hadn't had an situation where the seller's motivated, but they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to sell my property to an AI. You're a scam. Boom. Never had. Now, can it happen? Yes, anything can happen. But I'm just sharing with you that it hasn't happened. And you already worry about something that hasn't happened. But then you're not worried about, oh man, the time that I have to train these VAs up or these employee up, and then 2 months later they quit on me, and I gotta babysit them, and I gotta motivate them. And I'm telling you right now, most of your VA, Emily said, I'm going to sign up today. Your Florida sister is your team. Let's rock and roll. Amelia, honestly, Lon is just super excited. You know, obviously when she has, like, I'm for the boys and she's for the girl, right? But we love it. I mean, she's super passionate about this because she has gone through the headaches of hiring, training, babysitting, and monitoring these VAs. And they do not perform like you think they do. The hour is different. So if they're working at 1 o'clock in the morning, dude, how can you be, you know, like, it's hard, man. So that's why when Lon, dude, when she discovered this, she put her heart and soul. Dude, this chick was up at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, building this thing because she was done with the VAs. She knew that this was her ticket to run a whole entire operation with AI. And she knows that it can be done. Anyways, so like baby kangaroo, if you're still on here, and if you get upset, okay, because it's an AI and la la la, let's jump on the phone. Like a lot of you're sitting there, you're talking a lot of shit, but let's get on the phone. Like, I want to see how good you are on the phone. I want to see how good your team is on the phone. So if you're worried about AI, dude, let me get on the phone with your team. Let's see how good they are. Like, if you're so confident in them, then let's go. I can tell you right now, dude, when I call your team, they'll be like, what? Like, dude, they are the one who's causing you to lose money right now. I can almost guarantee that. Been there, done it. That's why I'm challenging you. If you're on TikTok, you're watching this and you're interested, click the link in my description. Okay, or I'm sorry, click the link in my bio. All right. But what other question? So a lot of you do, you're worrying about things, man. When that things is not even anything. Okay, what other questions? Oh, I gotta call some seller. But who, like, honestly, who on here would like to put this to the test? Like, I honestly love to put this to the test. So if you want to prove that, hey, Kong, you're wrong, I love a challenge. Put in your VA phone number, dude. If you got a cold call, like if you got a team of callers, whether it's your closer, your acquisition, or whether it's your lead manager, let me put them on a call. Amelia, and honestly, and Amelia, same thing. When currently I have 2 VAs that work with me as well. And I'm not saying this to disrespect them at all. I'm not. But I'm just telling you, when it comes to, we own a business, we run a business. It needs to make us money. If they're not an asset, they're a liability. And if they're a liability, then you let them go. But if they're an asset, obviously we keep them. So let's just say that you got VA and they're an asset to you. Great. I'm not telling you to let them go, keep them. But if they are a liability, they're costing you money, and the drama and the stress, the headaches that you don't need to, why? So let's just say if they're good, but who works after 5? Who work at 9 p.m.? Who works on a Saturday or a Sunday when these lead comes in? Who? You? If it's you, then you don't have a business. You just have a high-paying job because you can't even step away. See, that's what allows me to go in here to go live for an hour, to build my brand and to help you. If I were working in the business, I wouldn't have time to do this. But right now, my AI is qualifying the leads, setting the appointment, deal or being sold. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, you have a good team, a good VA, you can keep them, and maybe my AI, Alex and Ryan, is just an add-on. After 5 p.m., on the weekends, leads coming in at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to wake up, you're going to talk to these sellers, you're going to qualify them, but you don't want to miss those opportunities. Because if a lead you miss, let's just say it costs you $10,000. How many of this lead can you afford to lose? Because you don't want to spend an extra $5.97 or $7.97. Anyways, like when I say this, only business owners will understand. Like those who have the right mindset that knows, they will understand this. They will understand. They will be like, dude, this is peanuts. So if Alex can save you, 20 hours a month, what is that worth to you? Let's talk about you. If Alex can save you 20 hours a month, how much would that save you? So you're telling me that your 20 hours is less than $5.97? Come on, man. Shit, bro. Get out of here, dude. And this is why Lon and I know that this pricing is just too good. And that's why we only give this pricing to the early 100 investor, because you guys are willing to bet on me, willing to bet on us and say, Kong, I believe in you. I like it. I want to be the beta. I want to get in early. Early birds gets the best pricing. Anyways, like you guys understand what I mean. But let's see here on Instagram. What kind of question? I was skip tracing for like 3 hours, bro. Dude, well, why would you skip trace for 3 hours, bro? I don't know why you would skip trace for 3 hours. Okay. So what other question you guys got? Comment in the chat and let me know. Once again, if you're on Instagram and you want to be the first 100 investor to get early access to Alex and Ryan, DM me or comment the word AI. I'll send you the link. YouTube, link you see my descriptions. TikTok, link is in my bio. But I got to go. I got to use the phone, TikTok, because I got to call a seller. So I'm going to call the seller. I'm going to try to see if we can get his property listed. Man, got so many action here. Until we close. Oh, my VA just texted me this, and this is very, very, very important. My VA just texted me this. This is very, very important, okay? I want to share this with you. So we just got a deal. A buyer, we closed March 20th, okay? We're going to close on this deal. This deal is in Montana on March 20th. Now the buyer already drop off the $10,000 non-refundable. So if they back out, they're going to lose the $10,000. So they just asked my VA, Angeline, if they can go ahead and start the renovation. Listen to me. Dude, this is going to save you so much headaches. When a buyer, let's just say they already did their inspection and they tell you that they're ready to go, right? That they're ready to go, ready to close. And they already drop off the deposit and they come back to you and they say, hey, my contract, I would like to go back into the property. The answer is no. The answer is no. Dude, this buyer wants to start the renovation before they close on it, bro. That's going to be not only there's going to be a lot of liability, right? Because of all the insurance. But bro, it's going to open up a big can of worms, right? Buyer's going to get cold feet. They're going to back out, yada, yada, yada. So we do not allow them to back in the property until they close. And you must stay firm. If they don't like that, they back out. Okay, cool, dude. You lose the $10,000. And that's why when it comes to buyer, dude, the minimum we want is like, dude, $5,000. That's like the minimum if we're in a market where they're buying for like, $20K or $30K. But honestly, we want to see at least a $10,000. That tells me that you're serious, you're ready to rock and roll. Dude, when they have $10,000 That's how much skin in the game they have. If they back out, I'm sorry, dude. Back out. I'll keep that 10,000. And then I'll go make that 10. I'll go make another 10,000. Right? But never let them back in. When I first started, I made the mistakes where I built a relationship. I built relationship with this realtor, and his buyer already dropped off I think at that time, his buyer dropped off a $5,000 non-refundable. Dude, I'm going to make $35,000 on this deal. And the buyer said, hey, the agent said, hey, Colin, you know, my buyer want to get another contractor to go through the property just to get another set of eyes. And, you know, we're good to go. Like, we're ready, bro. And I said, okay. That was the biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. So the buyer brought his partner to go in there, and they look at things. They look more closely, and they just got scared. They got cold feet, so they back out. I don't want to start the process all over again unless I have to. We still end up sold that thing and made $35,000, but then it's just the hassle of going back to the seller, you know, and tell them, and it's just, you know. So a lot of times, dude, do not let them back in until they close. Period. The end. No option B, C, D. None. Unless you want to go back in, give me another 10,000. And I want that 10,000 to be released to me ASAP. Which means they want to go back in. I want you to put the 10,000 and then release the 10,000 to me. Or release the whole 20,000 to me if that's your assignment fee. Release it all to me. So they ain't going to get it back, man. And then you can go back in. You want to go back in? Boom. But don't play games, okay? I'm telling you right now, don't play games with these buyers. Especially when you're new, they're going to try to take advantage of you. They think that they can screw you over, which you will, you know, because it's part of the game, okay? It's part of the game. Any other question you guys got before we wrap this up? Any questions? Going once? Going twice? Okay. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. Thank you so much for the love and the support. But you know what? Before I go, I want to add one more piece of value. Just one last. I want to add one last piece of value to you before I leave, okay? After this, I got 2 sellers that I got to call. We got them under contract, and I'm going to share with you the next move that I'm going to make. That's going to make you an extra $10,000 to $15,000 extra. So once the property is under contract, okay? So once you lock the property under contract, the next thing I want you to do is send seller a gift. I just went and sent a seller a gift. Now, this is going to take you a little bit more time. You're going the extra mile to build that rapport. No real estate investor out there do this. And that's why you and we're going to stand out from the crowd. So when they receive a gift, it's just a little box of chocolate that I buy from Costco. Literally, man, $5. This $5, yes, we'll make them holla. Okay? But honestly, dude, send them a little gift and a little thank you and a little card. Let's say, congrats. Thank you for choosing our company to work with. We look forward to getting this wrap up and close for you. And then boom, your name or your company name. It's very simple, but man, those small things goes the long way. Build the extra mile. I'm sorry, build the extra rapport. And then the next thing I'm going to do now, once I get off this live, is I'm going to call this 2 seller up, and I'm going to ask them for a favor, which means now I'm going to ask them if I can list their house on the MLS. I don't have a real estate license, just so you know, and you don't need a real estate license to do this. This is called novation, but the way I do it is a little bit different. I don't ask for novation on the call. I lock them up on the contract, then I send them a gift. They're like, oh man, Colin is so sweet. Then I call them back and I say, hey, my team manager would like to ask you a favor. Whether you agree or disagree with this, nothing changed our agreement. But if you can help us with this, it means the world to us. When you say that, who is going to say no after they got some chocolate from you? Who? And this, my friend, works 9 out of 10 times. That is how good this is. Works 9 out of 10 times. Okay, so I'm going to call the seller back, and then I'm going to be able to list this property on the market. And this is how you're going to get your deal, get it sold the fastest for the highest price. Because right now, all you can do is you targeting off-market investor. But all the investor that goes on the MLS or the real estate agent that looks on the MLS, they won't see your deal. And that's why if you can get it on the MLS, that is the best way to go. And that's it. Once the seller say yes, we're going to send them what's called an my God, I have a stutter problem. It's in here, but it's basically like an attorney that they give you the power of attorney. Yeah, that's it. POF. No, POA. I'm sorry. POA. So they give you power of attorney that allows you to actually list the property on the market on their behalf and sign all the contract on their behalf. Now, actually, I got to give you one more, because without this last missing piece, you could be in a little trouble. And I cannot leave this out. Okay? My bad. I almost left this out. So let's just say that once you list the property on the MLS and you got a buyer that comes in. Maybe this buyer was brought to you by a realtor, okay? Which likely that's what's going to happen. So this realtor brought you a buyer. Here is what you should do next. And it's the safest way and the best way to do it. Is you said, okay, not a problem. Let's just say the realtor is John, because you're probably going to deal with John. You'll be like, hey, John, we are looking to assign this, right? So we're a wholesaler. We're looking to assign this. Are you okay if we just take this off the market, right? Cancel this, and then we're just going to go ahead and do an assignment. So all you're going to do is now you take that off the market. John agree with you, and you just do a straight assignment like you would off market. You're welcome. If I put it on the MLS, other wholesaler call them and try to undercut your assignment fee or work around through the owner. No, man. No. Because listen, when you put it on the MLS, man, and another wholesaler, when they call, they're going to be talking to you or your VA. So my VA, right, they control this lead. Not the agent, my VA. So when the lead comes, like when you're trying to call them, they're going to qualify you. The seller phone number is not on there because the seller has already signed the POA, the power of attorney. So our phone number is on there. You ain't going to talk to the seller, baby. Now, if you want to like skip trace and talk to the seller, you go ahead and do that. That's fine. I can't hold you back from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Like what I'm saying is that you can't hold somebody back from trying to do bad business. If they want to go behind your back, they're going to figure out a way to do it. But those people will never be in business for a long time. Dude, it's a small world, man. Once you get a bad reputation, it's spread like fire. So they sign that. There's no contact, but if they want to skip trades, but the seller already signed the contract with you. They can't back out. See, that's the cool thing. When the seller signs your contract, they can back out, but we can't. So which means that wholesaler trying to go behind your back, but the contract's already been signed. And a lot of times, I'll tell you this right now. A lot of times, if you get a property in a contract and you build really good rapport with the seller, I mean, it happens to me too. You know, I accidentally call a homeowner, or maybe they saw our ads and they called in. They're like, hey, or you call them, they'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm already under contract with another buyer. They wouldn't even tell you for how much. They wouldn't even tell you, you know, if they already got a good report, like they'll be like, no, you know, I'm sorry, but it's already sold. That's what they would say majority of the time. And if that's wholesaler, say, no, I can make you a better offer. They'll be like, okay, but you got to wait until, if something happened, then I'll call you back. But unfortunately, I'm already signed a contract. So usually, dude, it won't happen. Okay. But yes, just so you know, Amelia just signed up. Let's go. Amelia, I'll let Lon know. And I think she's going to be so happy because obviously she wants to see a girl in there, So I appreciate each and every single one of you. Once again, Amelia and any one of you who's going to become one of the first 100 investor to get early access to Alex and Ryan and the badass CRM that we're building, I can confidently stand here and let you know this. It will be the best investment that you ever make in 2026 and going into 2027. And it will be the biggest shift and game changer for your real estate business. And you're going to have so much time freedom that you're going to be like, Kong, want to go golfing? And I said, nope, we can play some poker, right? Because I'm not a golf guy, but you're going to now have time for the hobbies and you can actually enjoy your day and actually enjoy the business because you have time to grow and actually to scale it. And you have way more fun doing it that way. And yes, and those buyers, just like Amelia, they will be on the blacklist. I appreciate it. Once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. I truly hope that this video does add somewhat of a value to you, even a tiny bit. And if it does, please don't be shy, man. Boom! Smash that thumbs up. And if you're new to the family, make sure you, boom, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next live. And let's go get this money. I'm out. And Instagram, once again, if you want access to the AI, just DM me AI, and I'll send you the link. Oh, my gosh, I don't know what's going on, but my mouse is not working. Oh, how am I going to shut this off? Okay, well, we end the live here. Boom, bam.